Hey everyone, Chris here with another filler video, and we've reached the end of another year of Ancient DOS games. So I just thought I'd take some time to talk about some things that have come up over the year, talk about what to expect for the next couple months, and then what to expect for 2020. Let's get to it. So let's first talk about what to expect for the next couple months. So, as usual, I'll be taking a couple months off from Ancient DOS games to sort of, rest and recharge from doing all of that work on that. And also to sort of get some time put into some of my other projects like game development and such, because that hasn't been going so well. I kind of need to get myself a good foundation going with that, and it's easier to do that when I have a nice big chunk of time, right? But that said, there will still be shovelware diggers for those 2 months, so that'll always be on Wednesday nights when those show up, or Wednesday mornings, I guess. Midnight-ish, like you guys know when it shows up. And then there'll also be the live streams on Sundays, so those will be going on as well. But yeah, as for Ancient DOS games, it'll be on hiatus until, I believe it's January 4th, which is the first Saturday of January, which is when it will start up again. And speaking of, let's actually talk about the schedule for Ancient DOS games next year, as well as what's going on with the pro and mod videos. So, the pro and mod videos have definitely been going over well. Not everybody is watching them, but a lot of you are, and the feedback I'm getting is that you guys enjoy them. The only catch is that I'm actually running out of stuff to do for pro videos. Because the thing is, I had a whole bunch of ideas I had for pro videos when I started the year, but I'm going through those ideas faster than I'm coming up with new ones. So I think I need to cut back on the pro videos. Besides, you guys seem to want more reviews anyways. So the way it's going to work for 2020 is we're basically going to be flip-flopping. It's going to be review, pro, review, mod, review, filler. Repeat. Review, pro, review, mod, review, filler. And so by following that pattern, and again having a new video for the first 3 Saturdays of every month, it's basically going to equate to 15 reviews, 5 pro videos, 5 mod videos, and 5 fillers. So I think that's going to work out better than the current format, which was 10 reviews and 10 pro videos. Yeah, I got a feeling that'll work better. Now let's talk about additional information and corrections. This is the segment of the video description that I used to have on my website, and now it's just straight on YouTube, which basically goes into all the mistakes that I made in the video that I've had to correct for myself, or that other people have told me about, or just information in general about where to go for different things, or anything that I wasn't really able to cover in the video. Like, that section is there because I'm not perfect. I make a whole bunch of mistakes because, I'm human. Humans make mistakes. But the thing is that section's always been there. And now that I'm getting a lot more new people watching the show, leaving comments about things that are already in that section, I thought it'd be a good idea to remind everybody that yes, there is a section in the video description specifically for making corrections and providing additional info. So if you want to leave a comment about anything that's sort of come up that seems out of place in the video or something that's changed over the years because of like a new game, or not a new game, an old game coming out on GOG that wasn't there before or something like that, do check the additional info first in the video description, just in case it's already there. Like, I don't mind if you post that kind of stuff in the comments, but then I'm going to go through and I'm going to tell you I already have that info, and then you're going to feel dumb. So it's not really a bad thing. It's just something to keep in mind, right? Next, let's talk about spam. So, I have actually had the same email address for, I think, 18 years now. So, like, not the Ancient DOS Games email, but my Gemini at Pixelmusement email. That's existed since, like, 2001. So, the thing is that because my email address has existed for so long, it's kind of made the rounds in terms of spam companies trying to spoof it. And as a result of that, every once in a blue moon, when I try to get back in touch with a fan who sent me an email, I get blocked by their server thinking that I'm kind of spam lord or something. Yeah, that doesn't help for staying in touch with fans. And the other thing too is that sometimes it doesn't even have to do with that, it just has to do with the fact that I'm using like a typical internet service provider where my IP address is going to change routinely. And as a result of that, if I happen to one day be on an IP address, which some server somewhere is like, oh, that's a spam address because somebody sent spam from that before. Well, that doesn't help my case either. So what I wanted to get at there is that usually when it comes to email, if it's something that needs an immediate response or something that I can answer easily, I'll usually respond to it within a day or two. If it's something where I have to look up information or the response really isn't that critical, sometimes it could take me a week or two to get to it. But if it's been like 2 weeks and you still haven't heard a response from me, there's a very good chance I tried to respond and got spam blocked. So if that happens, don't forget that I do have other means of being contacted. If you're a Patreon supporter, you can contact me through Patreon's private message system, or just at me on Twitter. I look at all of my notifications on Twitter, so if you at me on Twitter, I will definitely see you. And speaking of Patreon, that's actually the last thing I wanted to talk about was Patreon support. Now, I don't normally go into this because I don't really want to bug people about it, because it is something where it's like you're giving me money because you want to. It's like I don't want to pester people about that. I've mentioned before that Ancient DOS games, and any of the videos I make really, are always going to be free to watch, because I understand that not everybody is capable of pledging that kind of extra support. Like, I mean, you have other means of supporting the show. There's that share button on YouTube that really helps to get the video spread around. You can share stuff on your social media platforms of choice. I know people share it on Reddit as well, even though I don't use Reddit, so I totally miss when that happens, but that happens too. But the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because something that's come up a few times since I started the whole Patreon thing is I'll occasionally get a sentiment from somebody who wants to pledge support, but doesn't feel like they can pledge enough. To which I would say any amount, literally any amount, is awesome. Because here's the thing. I've noticed that some people who set up these Patreon accounts, they set their rewards up in such a way, or their recommendations up in such a way, that it almost seems like you have to be pledging like $5 a month or $10 a month to actually have any meaning towards them. And I'm not like that. There's a reason why I have a $1 pledge tier on my Patreon account, is because I understand that even $1 makes a huge difference. Like, I mean, right now, last I checked anyways, there were 39 people pledging at the $1 tier. That's like 4 large pizzas a month. Like, not that I go through that many, it's more like 2 large pizzas a month. But the point is that it adds up. Like, I mean, I have 15,000 subscribers on YouTube. Imagine if every one of those subscribers was pledging $1 a month. That'd be $15,000. That would be insane. Now, obviously, I'm not expecting that because, yeah, it is actually kind of insane. But the point is that even $1 pledge means a lot to me. So don't ever feel like, if you're the kind of person who does want to pledge support, don't ever feel like you can't pledge enough, because even $1 means a lot. And yeah, that's basically all I wanted to go into. So here's hoping that everything goes well with my game development stuff over the next couple months. And here's hoping you guys will continue to watch Shovelware Diggers and join in on live streams on Sundays. Again, I post the times for the live streams, usually about 24 hours in advance, because sometimes they don't happen. It depends on how my sleep's going and everything. And then we'll get back into Ancient DOS games at the start of January. So I'll either see you all then, or see you in the live streams, or see you on Shovelware Diggers, although I don't ever show my face on Shovelware Diggers. You know how it is. I'll see you all later. Oh yeah, I had Transland playing there. Thanks for watching, everyone, and extra special thanks to those of you supporting me on Patreon. Here's just a small random set of you guys.